All right. Time for our fake, phony, scripted rigoroni election coverage. For yes, 3 in the month, 3 in the day. So you got a scripted Masonic 33 number. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Knowing this. But here we are. I tried to let as many of my mods know as possible that I'm doing this. How it goes tonight. I may have to make fun of some of these people. And of course, I mean the politicians. Your fake, phony politicians. You got okay. All right. Now, before we look at everything, I did want to predict what was going to happen tonight. We'll see if my predictions come true. I have not since I've looked at the races before they started this afternoon, but I've not looked at the results. This is not. Oh, I don't want to see results. Is for tonight. And if there's a blank map out for that, I don't even know. Are they? No, they're not. So here are my predictions. We don't know for sure. I don't know. My prediction is going to be this. You see that southern belt of Texas, and by the way, blue's Republican and red is Democrat on these maps. All that dark blue, I'm going to have a feeling that Tallarico wins those counties. So this whole Hispanic part of the state, this bottom part, this border, that's probably all going to be won by Tallarico. I think that's what their narrative is going to be tonight. I'm going to say places like Austin, Dallas are going to go for Crockett. Maybe, some of the suburbs. I don't know what those, what they're going to do. That's going to be an interesting story. It's probably some of your more Republican strongholds in general are going to probably go for that Crockett as well. I think, again, that doesn't mean they're actually going for these people. That's just what I think they're going to script and put in front of us. Who actually knows what's going to happen? North Carolina, I would think that they would script Roy Cooper to win. I don't really see anywhere else they could go with that agenda. North Carolina. Texas, the Senate race there could go either way with that script. I have a feeling they're going to put Paxton and Corrin in a runoff on the Republican side tonight, with Wesley Hunt being a very close third. Although we'll see. Again, I can't really predict the scripts, so we'll just have to see what goes on with that. What other states? I mean, I would think that fake, phony Cotton would win. What other states? I don't even know. I think I had the. I don't even know what the dates are. I'm gonna have to look. Yeah, I want to see when the primary. Okay, here we go. FVAP. So this is going to happen. So Arkansas is running their election, their fake phony election. I talked about, Texas, we talked about them. I think that's about it. I think that is about it. I think it's just those three states. And we're not going to do like county races or anything like that. I will do some congressional ones, though. That may be an interesting topic to hit off on. So that's how I think it's going to be run tonight. So the three states are Texas, Arkansas, and of course that's a 3-2, triple three. So 3, 3, and 3. Oh yeah, of course it's Masonic. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. Of course the government's going to do this to us. Triple threes, of course. So 3 by 3. God, of course they have to. They have to do that. To us, do they? Triple, because March the number is 3, the third day of the month, obviously. Of course they have to pull off the triple three. Of course they do. Of course they do. And some came in, so I was just explaining, of course, where Masonic alludes. They had to use the triple three tonight. March 3rd, obviously that's 2 threes because March is the third month of the year. So 3, 3, and of course the other 3 is there's only 3 states doing this tonight. So that's the other 3. And I'll kind of go over what my prediction for those of you who missed. Oh no. Is this not? Oh no, not again with this Wi-Fi crap. Oh boy. Oh God, what's going on? Okay, good. We are on still. So my prediction was that the south part of Texas that they had swing to Trump by a large margin is going to go for Tallarico, and then basically everywhere else is probably going to go for Crockett, save maybe a few counties. It's going to be really interesting. I mean, maybe Tallarico does. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. I haven't even looked because I want to make my predictions first. Of course, like I said, on the Republican side, it will be Corn and Paxton scripted. Okay, so now that being said, we are going to go look at what is going on now. Oh, of course, Bexar County will for Tallarico. That's my prediction. El Paso County, same thing. This is going to be a toss-up area. I do think Jefferson County and Brazoria County will probably go for Tallarico. And again, that's what they're going to put in the narrative. I don't know what the actual results are going to be. I'm just going to make my predictions before I actually show the results. I would think Dallas would vote for Crockett. Travis County would vote for Crockett. Probably the Houston, probably these suburbs. That's although these are going to vote for Tallarico. I don't know what these two are going to do. And like Hispanic border belt will vote Tallarico. That's what I think the script's going to be, and I think they're going to have it close. Like I said, I think Republicans with Paxton and Corn they're going to script that as a runoff. North Carolina, obviously, Roy Cooper on the Democrat side. I don't even part. They may have a couple upsets, but I'm going to say there may be 2 upsets, but other than that, or 3. Number 3 is a lot tonight. So I'll say there's 3 upsets tonight. So without further ado, let's actually look at what's going on. Now, with these next maps I'm going to show, this is the other way. The Republicans will be red and the Democrats will be, well, actually, it's their own party's primary. So you'll see. Okay. The Keeble tell I have not looked at these results. That's why I did my. Thank you to everyone who's watching. I would figure. All right. Apparently, I have to log in. I did make an account on this decision desk thing just to cover these scripted election events so that everyone could see could see the storyline. And I was talking to one of my mods. Oh, look, Josini and John are here. I was talking to Jonna. By the way, I'll show the Josini. How you doing tonight? And hello to Jonna. So I was actually talking to Jonna here privately last night about this Tellerico guy. Could go explain more about that tomorrow during my Jake the Awake after party. That'll be more of a tomorrow thing that I'm looking forward to. So that will be a tomorrow topic. Something's going on here. It's just going to take a sec. Then I'll be logged in and then we'll be good to go. All right. Yeah, I don't need all these tabs open. That's what I definitely don't need. Yeah, I want to log in with Google. This way, because I want to show all the results. Apparently, there's an error on my end. Oh, that's just great. Oh boy, can I do it without this other domain? Maybe let's take that part of the domain out and see what happens. Okay, this works. I think this is going to work. Okay. I want the decision desk headquarter tab. Okay. I just got to pull up the results real quick. If it'll let me. Okay. Yes, I want to view live results. Are you kidding? Oh, come on. Especially right when I want to show. You've got to be kidding me right now. Oh, God, no. Okay. Screw this thing. Okay. What is going on here? Okay, let me try on Microsoft Edge. Maybe it'll work on Edge. Incognito. Sorry about that. Okay, Jonna. Yes, I will be ready for Joseph. John is asking how you're doing, Joe. Well, I get this figured out because unfortunately this thing is being a pain in the ass. Apologies for the inconvenience right now. This should be solved any minute. Please stand by. We will be starting momentarily. If I can figure this crap out. Okay. Yeah. I want to log in with Google. Maybe Microsoft Edge will allow me to use it on here. Okay, yeah, there's problems on. Oh, God. Okay, I'll have to find a backup website. Okay, I'm going to be using a backup website then. I won't be using Decision Desk. I wanted to use Decision Desk, but it won't let me. Oh, God. Of course, it was working this morning. Oh, come on. So now I got to find another place. Why does this have to happen right? I'm sorry, everybody. Or maybe this will work. Will this maybe work? Maybe this will work. Nope. God damn it. Let's try this. No, it won't work. Frick. I'm going to try one more thing with the website. Okay. If this doesn't work, then I'm done trying. Ooh, ha ha ha. Got it to work. Oh, no. It's bad up there again. Hey, Joe, Jonna, good news. I got it to work. We won't have to use a different alternative. I got Decision Desk to work. All right. So now we can look at the results. Oh, yes. Thank God. That took a process, but we are in. Oh, maybe it is broken. I don't even know what's going on here. Something ain't working right. Oh, yeah. Now it's not even wanting to show me tonight's results. Oh, God. Texas. Yes, I want Texas. Here we go. Here we go. It's working now. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see if I want the primary. I want the Senate primaries. Texas, Arkansas, and North Carolina. We'll start with the fake phony Senate. U.S. Senate. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All righty, let's pull the first result up. And what did I say was going to happen? I said Corn and Paxton would be scripted into a runoff, and sure enough, and it's failing to fetch. Okay, but we see the numbers here. I said these two would probably be in the runoff, and this is exactly what's almost certainly going to happen. Okay, so we know that, but I predicted that. The big one is this Democrat one. Okay, they're having Tallarico up right now. There's something going on. I don't know if it's because I'm using a bad browser or what, but I'm going to try incognito. On this thing one more time on the Microsoft Edge. Because I want to show the map too. At least I get to show you the results. I mean, at least that works. I mean, that's better than nothing. I mean, I would love to show the map too. I would love to show the fake phony map too, but that may not get to happen tonight. Of course, I was hoping. I think it's in beta, so it may not work fully. And maybe I will use another website. I'll go back and forth between this and maybe I'll use another one. Maybe I'll use, who knows? Okay, I'm going to try to load this one up. Of course, there's an application error again. Of course there is. Yeah, screw this. I'm not going to try it again. Okay. So Tallarico is up right now. We'll see how, if that holds. I have a feeling they want him to go places, so that is my prediction for now. We'll see if I'm accurate on that. That's going to be the real question. Oh, wait, I forgot to filter one more thing. I want it to be a primary and only the primary. I don't want the general election. They're not going to show the Arkansas primary at all. So I'm gonna have to go somewhere else to show that. Okay, so this Watley guy, I would have never known who was going to win the North Carolina race. I didn't even bother to make a prediction there. I did say Cooper, and of course, yeah, okay, we knew that was going to happen. They have not projected anyone. I mean, even though they haven't projected anyone, I do think it will be a runoff. And I did predict that. And then these two, they're saying it's too close. So we'll see what happens there with that result. Of course, I got a theory on this Tallarico guy that I will talk about tomorrow night. And I think he could be going places for sure, especially if he wins tonight. So that will be a big thing I have tomorrow night. I want to save it for tomorrow. The only one who knows is Jonna, but all right. So that is for the primary. I'm going to see if I can pull a map up of these results. Because I'm not liking that the maps are not working. Well, phony, full of baloney, left wing paper I for these results. Again, it's all fake and phony. So this is a scripted left wing Washington Post. And of course, I don't want these stupid circle bubbles nonsense. I want the actual. Oh God. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. Good. So has been narrated that was probably going to happen in Paxton is scripted to win a lot more of the South. I knew that was going to happen as well. Now, for the Democrat primary, what's going on here? Is it what I thought was going to happen? Where's Tallarico winning? A lot of your Mexican. I said he was going to win in this area. And Crockett. Well, we actually. Oh yeah, we do. Oh wow. Here's an upset. I did not. I thought Travis County would vote for Crockett. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. I said these two were toss-ups. This is another upset. I did not see Jefferson County going for Crockett. So it looks like I'm going to be wrong on that prediction. It's all fake and phony, so it doesn't really matter. Because all your politicians are part of the all the Hollywood script. Not really surprised that this county is going for Crockett. I do think Dallas will probably as well. So those are so far what's going on here. Well, incognito for me because I have a lot of Chrome extensions on my non-incognito. So I use that to, although I'm using Chrome right now, but I use the incognito so I don't have to manually disable all my extensions. So that's why. Good question. All right, so that's what's going on in your scripted Texas results. Let's check your North Carolina full of baloney races. What's going on in North Carolina? No, but this is their Illuminati night, so let's just see what entertainment they think they're going to give us. Okay, this Donald Brown guy. Oh, okay, they're split in Pitt County. It looks like the or Watley guy. Yeah, it looks like he's going to probably win this. And of course, they want Roy Cooper because he was the governor. So of course, they're going to have him. Not really a surprise there. No surprise there. Some Arkansas ones too. I'm trying to find the Arkansas ones. I want to show the Arkansas elections. I don't even know if they offer it tonight. Yeah, they're not even showing it. Okay, they're going to show it on NBC, I guess. So I guess we have to go there. Another fake phony left wing. And of course, the right is scripted too. But okay, let's see. This list. I have no idea who these two people even are. So it's gonna. We got. I mean, I don't even know who these two people even are. It doesn't really affect. Well, none of it affects me because it's all a bunch of bullcrap. But I'm hoping that you're all entertained by it. Now, everybody, as a former Democrat with Bill Clinton from Arkansas here. Excuse me. I got because the lockbox is essential for Democrats to win back states like Arkansas again. If they don't box, they will lose every single election forever and ever and ever. Now, we all know that the lockbox is in part of everybody's lives. We know that for a goddamn fact. And now is your to vote Al Gore for president of the United States. Now, the one and only my 2000 presidential campaign is Lockbox. And there's some Al Gore for you. There are some. I had to get a little bit of that in there. Yeah, for some reason I don't think these maps are going to work tonight. I don't know why. So we're going to have to use NBC. It's all the same fake phony. Now, everybody, I am Bill Clinton. I was a president of these United States for 8 years. And I want everybody to know that I am a creep indeed. I love drinking a ton of salt. And at the end of the you know what I want to do as president of these United States. I want to make change, real change that affects the world. That's why I, as Bill Clinton, want to run for president of these United States of America because together we can make real change. And there's your impression of Clinton. There's your impression of Bill Clinton. Yeah, we don't need all these ads. No. I wonder, I think no, everybody, don't forget, if you want Republicans to win this election, you gotta order my Bible vape juice. Get right with God, not on the bed, not on top of the bed, but underneath the bed with your Bible vape juice. That is. Hoping everyone's enjoying this, Joe and Jonna. I thought I would add a little comedy in there as well. No, I'm Jaron. I'm Jaron Campanella, and I believe all elections are real. I work for the government. I'm a piece of shit, and I like to measure people's peepees for the contest because I'm a creep. That's me. I'm Jaron. Peace out, douchebag. No, that's Jaron for you. All right, I did. Okay, and of course we got to see that stupid. What's his stupid on MS? Or sorry, BS now. That Neil deGrasse Tyson. So I guess, yeah, okay. So yeah, nothing's going to change with this race. So, and not this one either. Okay. People's lives, because science is the only thing that matters to people. Now, science is really, really because you can't have life without science. Yeah. Yeah, doing all my impressions right now. One, it doesn't have to all be boring, right? And of course, Jake came up with some of these, most of these impressions. Has he ever done an Al Gore? I don't know if he has. That may have been one that I slipped in there, maybe. All right. A little bit of a tiring day today. So we have our fake phony matchup out of the two major parties. Again, with Texas, I would expect the top two Republicans to be in the runoff, although I said that was going to happen. I think the only thing that we don't know yet is if the Tallarico Crockett thing is going to end up in a runoff, I guess. I'm guessing that's what they're still trying to predict. Still trying to script, I should say. But again, doesn't really matter. I mean, these people are all part of the same club. So, all six of these people. So, again, I just thought it would be entertaining. I hope everyone's enjoying. Let's see. I'm okay. There's no, at least on my end. I was going to go ahead and do that too. All right. Oh, they're changing the numbers a little bit. All right. All right. I got a good one here. Now, Big Bad John is going to take the helm. He's going to sound like a cowboy that works for them all. But at the end of the day, he's just another shill being corrupt like all the rest of them. Big John, Big John, Big Bad John. He loves all the shills and loves all the corruption, like Jaron and Dave Weiss and Alex Stein. He also loves some Alex CNN and MSDNC. Big John, Big John. Now, what does he do when people figure out the truth? He loves Patriot Acts and taking your rights away. He pretends to love gun rights, wants to be corrupt and take all the money to himself. Y'all. Big John. Big Bad John. Now, there's only one more part of this song, and that's it, y'all. At shill work is done. Big Bad John has some shill plans ahead. He knows how to script the fake phony news. That's why there's new fake phony. Big John, Big John, Big Bad John, Big John, Big Bad Motherfucking John. Dun dun dun. I had to make a parody of that. Oh, and I'm not joking. There's a commercial that they made for him that sounded with that song. Make fun of him. What a joke. What a joke with this guy. Yeah. Yeah, he's big bad in terms of he's a big shill. buddies will come on. I'll do that song again. Maybe I'll change the words up a little bit, but that I'm telling you, I think I did a. I was struggling at the beginning. I'm going to see if my mod joke. I can sing him that song that I just made up about big, bad, stupid, corrupt John. Oh my God. I mean, yeah, they literally, yes, they did make a song like that. I'm not even joking. It is, it's goofy, but that's who. Not much changing on this end. This is basically the only competitive stuff left. There's the North Carolina has been determined. Arkansas has basically been determined. I'm not going to do all the House stuff. Maybe I'll briefly show that. No, maybe I'll show that right now. Actually, there's not much go. Oh, I'll show Attorney General. Because they scripted Ken Paxton to run for Senate, and he was the Attorney General. So it looks like you got somewhat of a close competition here. We'll see. Kind of a blowout here with this Nathan Johnson character. No clue who he is. No, but we're going to go over it anyway. Of course, they like Greg Abbott to be in there. No surprise there. It looks like this Josa is going to win her part, the Democrat Party. I don't have no idea what Abbott's probably going to win the election again. No one even knows who this one. Oh God. Let's check the House, the scripted results for the House for Texas. Oh boy. I don't even know who these people even are. So does it really matter? No, because it's all a bunch of fake, phony, baloney crap. I'll show as many candidates as they have. I'll click view all. Just because they're all fake and phony, but I want to see all the fake phony characters, not just the top ones. I want to see all of these characters that they put in here. And if I miss some on the Republican side, I'll go back up and hit the view all for that as well. Did I miss any? Yeah, I did. Oh God, look at all these characters that woo. Same thing here. Oh God. Real party on the Republican end with all these people, all these characters, all these Hollywood actors running. Yep. It's just keep expanding like the blob. Yep. And then I'm going to see if my. Look at all these phony characters. God, there's so many of them. Oh, that they put in the Illuminati in terms of this. So that's all your characters for. Let's see Arkansas. Let's check Arkansas out. There's only 4 districts there. Okay. Again, these are not even competitive. It's not. This is the only competitive thing in Arkansas that there's even worth. Yeah. Okay. We already knew that was over. Yeah, we already knew that was over as well. Okay, Secretary of State. Oh yeah, she was uncontested. Okay, they're making this competitive, and I'll give you the tomorrow. Like I said, I predicted three incumbents to lose because they like that three number so much. So it just makes sense that they would do something stupid like that. Lieutenant governor. Yeah, we knew this wasn't going to be competitive. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's really nothing. There really isn't. North Carolina. We'll look at the rest of North Carolina. And this is about all. Okay, let's look at all the characters. Okay, you got some interesting things here. Not really, though. Blair guy and this Bibler guy. That's what you got here. Oh, is there? I don't even understand. View all districts. Yes. Is there more districts? And then there's this one. That's really all you got. I mean, really what they're going to be focused the Texas race. There's really not a lot going on tonight. Of course, when California, my home state, does the fake phony rigoroni, I will be streaming that for sure. That there's not much going on. There really isn't. I mean, other than this is going to be the thing to watch, I guess, tonight. And I forgot to show you all these other candidates. That is my bad. Yeah, there's all these other candidates in the race too. So apologies for not showing everybody. I think in the governor's race, same thing. I got to show all the I like this, even though it's all a bunch of bull crap. Yeah, you got all these candidates. All right, so that's everybody. I think for sure that's definitely everybody. You got. I'm making sure I showed all these characters and didn't leave anyone out. Yeah, again, probably all connected to the Hollywood. Probably. I'm gonna make sure I showed everyone all these ridiculous. And there's more on this side too. I'm the type of I don't know why. When I cover the fake phony media, I like to cover every single candidate, not just the ones they shove down our throat. Improve all these people, and their corruption. Oh boy, or that they're sheeple. It's one or the other, but most likely. Okay, that was it for. There's really nothing going on with that. Okay, yeah, and there's not really saw it all. It's boring there. Okay, we're gonna go back to Texas, and like I always do, I'll click this button. All these characters, and not just the three main ones. And now you can see all these goofy people. All right. And I said that Tallarico would be scripted to do well with the Latinos. Personally, I think he probably is liked more than what the results are showing. My prediction of it, but we don't know because it's all phony. Oh, hey, look at what they scripted. They did. They did it. And I saw it because of this live blog. Where is it? It looks like they may script their first law. Okay, here's a start. Here's maybe the start of something. Okay. Like it's almost certainly going to be one. Be the first one to go. We'll see if any of these other incumbents lose, but that's one. Okay, so that is the first incumbent to lose. And of course, if Corrin loses the runoff, that will be number 2. So that was pretty big. So I may only be one away from being right, but it could be 3. By the way, I will say will count if the runoff, even though it's going to happen a couple months later, these are still from the March 3rd primary. So if that's the third one, then that does count as me being. We'll see. Next week, you got Mississippi and Georgia and their scripted events. March 17th, the next week. April 16th, New Jersey, Indiana, and Ohio. May 12th, Nebraska, West Virginia. May 16th, Louisiana. May 19th, Alabama. And I think this is for runoffs, fake phony runoffs. June, I will be streaming this for sure. This I definitely will be, and I'll show once they start, even in a sheeple's eye rigging the election. I'll prove that because that's like baby truther stuff to prove. I mean, even a sheeple could prove it. That's how ridiculous it is. On top of California, we're going to have Iowa, Montana, New Jersey, even more so, Dakota. So we'll be covering all that. And then Maine on June 9th. That one I probably will be doing a coverage on as well. Just because I think there may be something that they're scripting with that. And these are all the other races, I guess, that are up in the air that are all fake and phony. I mean, they all are, but okay. Yeah, there's not much else after that. Okay. We wouldn't do a stream like this again until California and that whole shenanigan show. So 1 down, 2 to go. As far as the government's losing and my prediction of it. Yeah, we know these 2 are going into a runoff. This really is going to be the big one. Watched by your sheeple. because there's really not much else going on here tonight. Excuse me. But I thought I would kick this thing off. Why not? Hey, Joe, Jonna, are either one of you still there? I'm just curious if they're still there. So I was going to show Joe or Jonna something if either one of them are still there. I'll just in case they missed it. What just happened with these pretend results? All right, so Jonna, I'll repeat this for Jonna because I don't know if she heard it. Said because they've been doing this 3 the whole night, March 3rd, 3-3, and there's 3 states. I predict and 3 incumbents will lose. And it looks like this will be incumbent number 1 that loses tonight. Will be Dan Crenshaw. That will be incumbent number 1. Like I said, because the primary is on March 3rd and the runoff is from the primary, Corin race will count as March 3rd in the runoff in May because it was, this is March. Let's see. Any other incumbent? So that is one. So that is one down. Of course, this. So that's pretty big. We're going to go to the DDHQ in just a second, too. Let's go back into the decision desk headquarters. And let's see what else there is here. So there's no winner in either one of these yet. I'm going to go to U.S. House. I'm curious to see what's going on there with that. Where's Texas second? Have they called it here? I mean, Crenshaw is going to lose. So that's going to be number 1 of the night. There is no incumbent there. The incumbent there was put back in there. It looks like that okay. Nothing changed there. Nothing changed there. That's an incumbent win. So I want to see if I got any other prediction right on these incumbents because I did predict a couple. So one of the 3 did happen. I didn't exactly predict which 3. I just said 3 of the incumbents would lose. And so right now we got 1. That incumbent won. That incumbent won. Trying to see if there's any other incumbents that lost. Some of them don't have incumbents, so I don't think there's any incumbents that lost other than Crenshaw right now. I think that's the only one they have scripted so far as a loss for an incumbent. Okay, that's an incumbent win. Oh, it shows the incumbents. Haha. Good. It shows the incumbents. Okay, good. Incumbent. I think it actually shows the incumbents on the shelf here. So that is definitely useful in some cases. Okay. Anyone else? Any other incumbent that lost so far? I don't think so. I think that's the only incumbent so far that has. Yeah, okay, those incumbents won. No. Again, I think most of your incumbents are going to win. I don't think they're going to. You're only going to have 3 of them. That's my prediction. They love that number 3, so I'm sure that will be used somehow, some way. That's going to be put back in. Yeah, that's another incumbent. So far, the incumbent winning. Thank you, John. Thank you very. All right. I'm going to sing a song for Jonna too. I don't know if you saw this part. I'm going to do it again, just in case you did miss it. There was one Senate candidate that meant really well. He sounded like a guy that was for the little man, but in the end of the day, he was very corrupt and loved all the shill. Big John, Big John, Big Bad John. Loved people like Jaron and Dirth. He also loved Alex Jones and Fox News, CNN and MSNBC too. He loved all the shields of them. Big John, Big John, Big Bad John. No, he said he was going to be for the little man. He wanted everything, including all your money, signing Patriot Acts and being really corrupt. Wanted to spy on people's. Big John, Big John, Big Bad John. And the song's almost over. We have one more verse. Big Bad John is going to make the government bigger. He wants the government here. He wants the government. Wants the government everywhere. Big John. Big John. John. Yeah. Big John. Big John. Big bad motherfucking John. And Jonna, interesting fact. There literally was a commercial with that exact same tune about that guy. And they did sing Big Bad John. That is actually had a commercial of that senator or that scripted senator, Big Bad John, with that exact tune. So I did a parody and making fun of the exactly what I did there. Thank you very much, Jonna. That's exactly what that was all about. I'm not going to show the whole thing because I'm worried about getting claimed, but you know what? You know what? I actually am going to show a minute of that phony. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm. I'm going to pull up this song. And I'm not joking. Yes, there was a commercial with this stupid song. This is a real commercial. I'm only going to show the first verse of it. Yes, this really happened. Here it is.
He came down off the bench after doing his time. He fought heathens and hellions and all kinds. He was just getting started, and a long ways to go. We sent him to Washington to the really big show, Big John. Big Bad John.
Yeah, that's what I was parodying. Yes, that is a real commercial. So every single day in Washington, D.C., script the news. When the news forgets what to script, Big Bad John will save the Illuminati. Big John. Big Bad Motherfucking John. Yeah, that's what I was parodying. Yeah, that's a real song. And I made a parody of it. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, no, I agree. That definitely is. That is how ridiculous this Big Bad John guy is. Well, they all are. I mean, they all are ridiculous, but this guy, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to reload this. Let's see what the updates are with that. I mean, again, I predicted so I'm not going to be incorrect there. I said this would come down to the end. There, I think it still is going to come down to the end. The guy even is. Then there's more than those three, by the way, as well. Same thing here. Oh, okay. All these characters, because I want to show all these characters. So this is everybody. And I forgot to hit show more. Yeah, this is everybody. So for the stuff, I show all the characters, not just the main ones, but all of them. So we can call them all out. So we'll be like, for example, yeah, but Golriz Khan is a good guy. Really? I think he's part of the Illuminati as well, probably. I'm going to show everybody so we can see who all these characters actually are. Not just the big ones, but the small ones as well. On a consistent basis, make sure to show all these characters and not just the big ones. Okay. Let's see this scripted Senate race. There's 4 more candidates. Let's show all these characters. Everyone's getting at least 2.3%. Democrats, yep, there's 3 more characters. Let's show them all. That's what we got right now. All right now. I got something else to show you while we're waiting for the rest of these results. Let's take a look at feature enabled. Maybe we can look at that feature. They have this new feature for these scripted events. So let's check that out. I guess we should. See what that looks like. Yeah, they have this early voting feature now where they show. God, I don't even know why they. Well, we're about to find out with this whole nonsense at all. They don't even show it. Early, yeah, all these early votes. I wanted to show this breakdown feature, the scripted breakdown feature. They won't let me do that. Yeah, of course, they won't let me do that. Oh, finally, a map works. Hey, look, it works. Woohoo! Finally, these maps work. Okay, so let's see where I've been right and wrong so far. You ready to see where I've been right and wrong so far? Let's find out. So most of this Hispanic Mexican region did thought would happen. I was shocked about Kennedy County in this county right here, but other than that, I kind of had a good performance along this region. Bexar, yeah, I predicted Tallarico to win there. I did not think he was going to win Dallas County, so this is one where I was wrong, and I definitely said Crockett would win Travis County, and I got that one. I got that one wrong by so much, so I did get this one wrong. I kind of thought the rural parts would be more competitive. I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to even bother with it. I did think competitive. I didn't know what was going to happen. This is where I thought the script could take a turn either way, but I did get some of the urban ones wrong. Houston were going to be toss-ups. I didn't know what was going to go on in Houston. I'm not really surprised that this Crockett lady is winning here. The real shocker is Austin, especially where Austin is. I thought for sure they were going to have Crockett win this county. I thought for sure the script writers would definitely have her win here, but they didn't. They had Tallarico win. So I got this one wrong. I got it wrong by an absolute landslide. And yeah, this is one of the times I was definitely wrong. I guess I can't really be surprised by this because on the other side, where at least they like to say a lot of your black voters are, and I did think they would have them vote for Crockett. I definitely did think that would be the narrative. So really be surprised by that. All right. But so far, that's really your competitive. Okay, it looks like Jonna and Joe are still watching, so that's good. StreamYard yet. Then of course later. I mean, I know I will be getting off at some point to talk to Jonna privately. I told her I would hang out. So I'll be off at some point. But right now, I'm going to do something else. Now, everybody, the reason why this is working right now is because of the lockbox. Without the lockbox, you wouldn't be these elections, which is why you always need a lockbox so that you know what you're getting into in support of everything. Now, without the lockbox, there's no way you can actually these elections. Now, that's why, and it will always be why, my only word described my 2000 presidential campaign for these United States is lockbox. Albert Gore. depending on whether you want to use his short name or his real name or his full name. I meant whatever you want to use. There you go. Let's see here. I see that the Sun. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they're going to have these two in a runoff. There's no way. That's going to be the result, period. So let's see what. Okay. Something. Okay. Something I pointed out was that I think a lot of your your that way that they scripted to go against Trump, like that narrative. I knew those would probably go to Corin. They did. No surprise there. Most or Paxton, except for a couple. I actually thought Paxton, they would have him do better in El Paso. I guess not. Although this Hunt guy, yeah. Oh, and of course, forget about showing those scripted characters. Like this part of the region, I knew that's how they would script it in Austin. Houston, again, was a toss-up. So that's what you got right now. Let's check this Tallarico race again. And I got some reasoning for why I think this guy, Tallarico, potentially. So that will be something for tomorrow night that I will be covering. But you got, I mean, at this point, I think he's has a better chance of winning than not, although I can't say for. Okay, so I was looking at it wrong. So Dallas hasn't been counted. So I actually was looking at it wrong. So my bad. Okay, I'm not shocked that I knew she would probably win that county, the one next to Dallas. That's your fake phony results in Texas right now. Now, everybody, we need change. And that's why I too, so I could drink a ton of salt, eat a ton of burgers and food, and have sex with women live on television. Me, Bill Clinton. That's why I became president. I want to change. I want to change for everybody. And I wanted a lot of change. And we got change. And good and mostly bad. I'm Bill Clinton, and I approve this message. That's my impression of Bill Clinton. I haven't covered the rest of the statewide races, so how about we do that right now? Because there's not much going on. So we're going to cover all these Illuminati statewide races that are fake, just like everything else. We got your Democrat primary. This Fred Love guy, yeah, okay. And you got the Republicans, which there's no opposition. Neither or there or anywhere. Oh, there is one kind of close one. Okay. You got it. Oh, wow. They have all three of them. Oh wow, they really made this interesting. They made this one to watch for sure. Yeah, they made this one to watch for sure. Then you got the auditor. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, good. What's this commissioner of state lands? I don't even know what the hell that is. Okay, this cold jester guy's gonna win. Doesn't really matter, no. Okay, then you got this governor race. That's another one people are, well, this one's not really that much talked about as the senator. Then you got this goofy governor race. Or freaking what's his stupid face? Well, I mean, they're all stupid, but you get what I mean. God, okay. Get that out of here. I don't need that. Of course, they love this Abbott character. No surprise he's winning everywhere. We kind of had a feeling that was going to happen, or at least I had a feeling that was going to happen. They're making this, yeah. I mean, it's somewhat competitive, but okay, not by a lot. Not that interesting. Okay, they didn't even bother to have a narrative for that one. Okay, there's a little bit of a narrative here. Don't know what's going to happen next. And by the way, that's the rule in Texas. If you don't get 50%, it's a runoff. This looks like they're definitely going to have a runoff. They probably between this Middleton. That's a fake phony House of Representative character. Yeah, they'll probably have him win somehow. Somehow he'll win the runoff. Knowing how they like to have these big people up there. Okay. What does this asterisk mean? That's an incumbent. This could be loss number 2 in Texas. That could be loss number 2. We already know that Crenshaw's going to lose. This could be incumbent loss number 2. Loses to Paxton in the runoff. There's my 3 lose prediction. I think I'm going to win with that. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. What race is this? This is agricultural commissioner, and the other one was Republican side. Okay, so I predicted 3 incumbents to lose, and it looks like that we don't know yet, that falls. And the third one, I think, would be the Senate in the runoff, probably. Oh, wait. Oh, I could be wrong. Now there may be more than 3. Here's an incumbent. Jim Wright. Okay, so commissioner in agricultural. Okay, you got some interesting events here. Real interesting scripted events. Yeah, you got a narrative here on a couple of these races. Okay. So that could be have this one real close. I have a feeling they're going to have Jim Wright win. The other one I think this one may be the second, probably be the third loss. So I'm going to say 3 losses still in that. Those are going to be the 3. And of course, Crenshaw basically, I mean, is called it against them. Let's look it up. And I don't want Arkansas or North Carolina. I just want Texas now. There it is. They're definitely going to lose at this point. They're going to definitely script them to lose. Yep. It's where you're at right now with these results. Yeah. All right. Is anyone still in the chat? Is anyone still watching? All righty. Let's see here. I did tell something with her privately later, so I will be leaving here at some point. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, once. Yeah, let's pull up the Senate too. Why not? Everything Texas. Why not? Okay, they're getting this Crockett lady back in the race. All right, let's see on here. And I did predict Dallas County to vote for her, and they are. So this was my prediction. I knew this. I knew they would have that narrative for sure, for a living fact. No question. Okay, your suburbs kind of Austin, Texas. Okay. I'm kind of surprised that Travis County didn't. All right. I'm not shocked there. Although it's only partially in, so who knows what they're going to do. Who knows how they're going to script this race. But they did get Crockett back in this race for sure. I said this would go down to the very end with this Illuminati close, and I did predict that. So, you know, those other two characters are definitely gonna go to a runoff in this. Yeah, okay, they just called it too. Yeah, we knew. All right. Let's see here. There's not really. All right. And who knows? Who knows? I think we know the governor's matchup already. I don't think anything's going to change there. They haven't called this race. I don't know what they're waiting for. But this lady, this Gina Hino Josa, whoever the hell she is, she's definitely. And that's another one. I feel like they're wanting to keep that in suspense, and that's why they don't call it. I mean, it's all fake and phony anyway. I mean, she won, but this is what they're scripting. This is who they put in place. So, and no one likes Corin. I don't see how he even got that much of the vote. That's so that could be the third flip of the whole in May. I mean, but it is considered the March primary still, so that does count. Let's see this agricultural scripted. Okay. What's the other one? The railroad one is the other one that may be an incumbent loss, and that's so we'll have to see with these. So, okay, it looks like there's going to be a fake phony runoff for railroad. Like I said, I predict 3 incumbents to lose, so that may be determined in May. So what's going? This is the other one. Someone will win this one tonight. There's not going to be a runoff there, so we know that. We know these. Oh wait, that's not the Senate race. Senate race. I said they were going to script these 2 to be in a runoff, and they have basically they will be in a runoff. So I predicted it. And then I said this is going to come down at the very end, and it like I said, I predicted that they would script Dallas County to go to Crockett. I got that correct. Even though I got the Travis County one correct. So we'll see. We'll see how this ends up. I'm going to explain to you why I think this guy's going to win and why he could be president. And I got a story behind this guy. My gut's telling me to watch for this guy for sure. They could have him either lose by less than Beto O'Rourke or even win the Senate outright as well in November. I've got that whole story. Little Illuminati. So oh no. Is this thing starting to go? Now, everybody, today we have so Vault. Now I'm just going to show you some historical phony rigoroni. I don't know, just to do it. No reason. So their little script. What are they going to script here? I kind of want to scripted events locally in the state. So I guess I'll do that. What's been already going on here? What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that actually a thing? Oh God, no. It's not. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Apparently, they have taxpayer dollars going to improvement. What? What in the absolute hell is this? Wait a minute. What? Okay, now I want to know what the hell this is. Really? How stupid the government's getting? Oh, God. Okay, I'm looking this up. Is this? There's no way. They're making taxpayers pay for a resort. What is this? Look at this. They voted yes, and this is where I think it's fixed and fake. They voted. Kidding me. You've got to be kidding me right now. They voted to pay taxes for this big fat resort or this. What is this? Barisa, is it the Barisa? Here it is. They voted yes to pay taxes for this resort. What ridiculous things are getting now? We're paying for a private company's resort through taxpayer dollars. What is going on here? Oh my God. Oh, it's so much worse. Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, apparently there's one tonight here. So, oh my, whatever. This is getting dumb. Oh my God. Oh God. That is so dumb. Oh, really, really. God. That's hilarious. That's that is hilariously stupid. I mean, come on. What is this nonsense? Oh boy. This is just laughable. If people actually voted yes for that, we really are not a capitalist society at all. I mean, I don't think had, but no, we have not had real capitalism in this country at all. Not even close. What's going on with this? Yeah, I'm going to be paying close attention to this Texas race. Okay, I don't think a lot more is going to happen the rest of the night with this. To get going, maybe I'll come back on tonight and do a part 2, or I'll show you tomorrow. But until then, I'll see you next time. Ready to be with Jonna soon, so have a good night.